Good morning, everyone. Today, we'll begin with a new chapter named Democracy. Why democracy? What is democracy? And why democracy is important? Now, beginning with the definition of democracy first. Democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. One chief factor common to all democracies is that the government is chosen by the people. Remember the famous quote, government by the people, of the people, for the people. It also helps students to demarcate between democratic and non-democratic governments. From the non-democratic government, take the example of Myanmar, where rulers were not elected by the people. Those who were in charge of the army of the country took over as rulers, and people had no say in this decision. Dictators like Pinochet are not elected by the people. This also applies to monarchies. These both the cases we have studied in our previous chapter. Now, what are the features of democracy? The simple definition of democracy gives rise to various questions which are given below. Who are the rulers in this definition? What kind of election constitutes a democratic election? Who are the people who can elect the rulers or get elected as rulers? Finally, what form of government is a democracy? Now let's see, we'll answer these questions one by one. Major decisions by elected leaders. Some countries like Pakistan do not follow this rule. In Pakistan, General Pervez Musharraf led a military coup in October 1999. He overthrew the democratically elected government and went on to become the president of the country. In 2002, he also held a referendum in the country that granted him a 5-year extension. Meanwhile, after passing this legal framework order, elections were held to the national and provincial assemblies, and elected representatives were granted some powers. But the final power rested with military officers and General Pervez Musharraf himself. Hence, we can conclude it was not a democratic country. The same thing happens in many dictatorships and monarchies. Thus, we can conclude that in a democracy, the final decision-making power must rest with those elected by the people. Right? What happened in Pakistan was that in 1999, General Pervez Musharraf he led a military group. He overthrew the democratic government in Pakistan, and he established dictatorship over there. Right? In 2002, what he did, he passed a law that granted him a 5-year extension. Right? A kind of law was there, a kind of referendum was. Right, so in 2002 he also held a referendum in the country that granted him a 5-year extension, meaning a kind of elections were held, a kind of one-sided elections were held which granted him 5-year extension. He came in 1999. In 2002 he held a normal voting system, a one-sided voting system which granted him a 5-year extension. Meanwhile, after passing of this legal framework order, elections were held even in the national and provincial assemblies, and elected representatives were granted some power. Right? After the elections which were held in 2002, which gave extension to Pervez Musharraf, right? Pervez Musharraf, elections were held even at the national and provincial in the provincial assemblies, and elected representatives were granted some power. But the final power rested with military officers and General Musharraf himself. Hence, we can conclude it was not a democratic country, though elections were held. Elections were held at national and provincial level, though elected representatives were granted some power, but still the final power was in the hand of General Pervez Musharraf. Hence, it cannot be concluded that it was a democratic country, right? Because elections were held, but a kind of one-sided voting was there, right? People voted, but not happily, not independently. The same thing happens in many dictatorships and monarchies. Thus, we can conclude that in a democracy, the final decision making power must rest with those elected by the people. Now, class, what you will do is you will go through these slides once again. Go thoroughly through all these slides. If any kind of confusion is there, you are free to raise your questions on your WhatsApp group. Thank you.